Why didn't Alexander the Great conquer Rome? Think about it. He's known for taking over vast territories, from Greece to Egypt and all the way into Persia, but Rome? He didn't even seem interested. Isn't that strange? You'd expect someone like him, a man who never stopped expanding his empire, to at least make a move toward the West. So why didn't he? Was it that Rome wasn't important enough back then? Or was there something else stopping him from even considering it? At the time, Rome was not the superpower we think of today. It wasn't on the map as a significant player. In fact, when Alexander was conquering Persia, Rome was still just a small city-state in Italy, controlling only a little bit of land. For Alexander, the big prize wasn't in the west, it was in the east. His father, Philip II, had promised to take revenge on Persia for invading Greece a century earlier, and Alexander needed to keep that promise to unite the Greek city-states under his rule. Going east to Persia wasn't just about conquest, it was about fulfilling a vision that his father started and keeping the Greeks on his side. Another key factor was that Alexander likely didn't know much about Rome at all. Rome, in the 4th century BC, wasn't a powerful empire. It wasn't like Egypt or Persia, which had long histories and massive territories. Alexander's attention was focused on lands that were rich in resources, culture, and power, like Persia and Egypt. Rome simply wasn't on his radar. Plus, let's be real, his eyes were always looking toward bigger, richer lands. Persia was the crown jewel of the ancient world, and conquering it made Alexander a king among kings. And let's not forget that Alexander wasn't just about conquest. He was obsessed with legacy. He wanted to be remembered as the greatest ruler of all time, and for him, that meant taking over the most well-known and powerful empires, not small, rising city-states like Rome. But here's another reason he never went west time. After years of campaigning in the east, Alexander's empire was massive but also fragile. He spent a lot of his later years just trying to hold it together, dealing with rebellions and revolts across the lands he had conquered. By the time he reached Babylon and started planning new campaigns, he didn't get the chance to make a serious move toward the west. His health took a turn, and he died before he could expand further. So why didn't Alexander conquer Rome? It's simple. Rome wasn't a priority. His eyes were on Persia, Egypt, and the wealth of the East. By the time Rome might have been worth his attention, it was too late.